A major ruling today from the U.S. Supreme Court that will have an impact on this year's elections. The High Court struck down our state's matching funds program. That's the one that gives money to candidates for political office. ABC 15's Tim Vetcher shows us what it means for the governor's race.
It's not that we don't spend enough money on education.
Republican Buzz Mills has already spent more than $2 million in his quest to become Arizona's next governor, far outspending his primary opponents, Jan Brewer and Dean Martin.
This is the way campaigns are run all over America. It's a basic First Amendment freedom.
Under Arizona's clean election system, Brewer and Martin would have received the maximum $1.4 million in matching funds for their campaigns. But Tuesday, the U.S. Supreme Court put a temporary halt to that provision as it weighs the constitutionality of matching funds.
You'll see fewer people run because they'll say, if I can't run under clean elections, I just won't be able to run a viable race. And so the voters will have fewer choices, and that's just too bad.
Clean Elections Director Todd Lang says more than 100 candidates statewide had signed up to run clean this election cycle, the most notable being Brewer and Martin.
It will have an impact on the race because we'll have a little bit less to spend, but so will the governor. And at the end of the day, the governor's the real opponent in this race.
This is leadership.
Buzz Mills would beg to differ, and thanks to the High Court's ruling, he now has a much bigger war chest than his opponents to make that case.
This is a tremendous victory for the taxpayers of Arizona and the First Amendment.
Mills hopes it'll also mean a victory for him in the Republican primary this August. I'm Tim Vetcher, ABC 15 News.